Well, howdy y'all, this is Scott Barnbilly from North Carolina here. We're going to kind of show you around the old Barnbilly estate here. And it was kind of, all the years we lived up north, we had no idea what winter times were like around here. And we're 750 miles south of Houghton Lake, Michigan, and we're 500 miles north of Jacksonville, Florida. So we're kind of a little past the halfway point. We're about 40 miles south of the northern Georgia line. So, but where we're at here, we're in a good spot because we don't get the rain. We're not in foothills, we're in regular mountains, and they're all around us. So we're going to show you around, and if nothing else, it's kind of cold coming in there to northern Michigan right now, so maybe this will help warm you up a little bit and kind of give you a preview of things to come. It might not be for 4 months, but this is what it looks like anyway. I can't say what a good thing it is for me because I can breathe again, and I'm not stuck in that frozen cold where I can't breathe anymore, so, and I'm way better health because of that alone. But anyways, okay, here we go. We're going to show you around the farm and our little piece of the woods. Okay, so here's what we got downrange of us. This is the road you come up on to come to our house. And right down there, there's two farms right below us. The donkeys are way over in the other field right now. Normally they're right here on the, right up to this fence line, but there's some road cones over there. And what happened there was somebody drove off the road. Well, that's real steep, so the car rolled over a couple times. And it took down the fence so the donkeys can get out. So the donkeys have to stay back there for now. So they can't come over and visit with us till the fence gets fixed. Okay, now you can hear the chicken crowing, and that's the neat thing about this. The farm is right up to our back door, but we don't have to feed one of them, and we don't have to take care of any of them, but we get to enjoy all of them. And it really gets noisy down there when the donkeys start honking and the chickens get crowing and the goats get going. Okay, it's an old tobacco barn right there, and we'll show you some more of that. This is the back side of our house, and that road goes right down to a creek, and there's a house back down there. Now coming up our road, these are all windy mountain roads, so it's 5 miles up from the highway, but it's nice because they're paved and mostly got guardrails. Alright, so when you get up near our house, there's this marker right there, that white one. That's got our house address, because that's one thing. It's hard to see house addresses here because the houses are way up and out of the way, so you don't really know where you're at. So if you come up to visit us, that's what you want to look for. First thing is that little white post with 945 on it. Then our driveway goes right downhill, splits off from the road, goes right downhill. So, and if you overshoot this, you gotta go up to Mount Vernon Church, turn around, go back downhill, turn around again, then come back, try it again. Okay, this is kind of a, when we have to do our yard, this is a weed whacking thing, so, and I'm kind of coming up with fancy weed whackers, because our kids bought us a new one, so I take the old one, make a real extended pipe on that. So anyways, so we have to weed whack these babies. It's not like mowing a flat yard anymore. Those days are gone. And this is kind of a sensitive camera, so it picks up your breathing, so I got to kind of keep it away from my face a little bit. But anyhow, so here's our house. That's the first thing you see when you're coming down that driveway. There's bears right in the front yard, right there. And we got scarecrow people that are guarding it. So, now we got this carport right here. And this is where you want to pull in over here because there's other people that use this driveway further down, because we do have a couple neighbors. There's our camper, and we could technically go camping today, and it's January, but it ain't going to stay warm tonight. And actually there's going to be this winter storm. It's going to touch us a little bit. We may actually get snow. But anyways, we have neighbors back off from us a ways. So, but anyways, it's warm enough to start planting seeds. So what we're doing too is planting some seeds of people coming down here. So you may want to plan on a vacation to come down the Smoky Mountains. We have free camping in our yard. Now we have a kind of a larger yard. It's 1.5 acres and it's flat. So it's nice to set up a camper or tent. We do have electric over here in this building, so we can run electric out to if you got a camper or RV, and the ground's stable, so you don't have to worry about sinking in it. Anyways, so this is the back yard of our house, and we have elk come up to this fence line, and that's why you'll see orange tags on the barbed wire. That's for the elk, that's not for the donkeys, to keep, so they know that there's wire there, because it'll run right into it. There's our back porch right there, so we just kind of stand out there and get to all those weird pictures. And our woodchucks are right there in that pile, and they're not coming out this time of year. This old tobacco barn here, there's an old wagon under there, covered wagon, one of them hardcore, like the ones they sell the medicine show out of. So anyways, there's a lot of old time stuff around here too, like history. What we're on is actually the field of a tobacco farm that was once here, and part of the old farm from way back when. There's a barn right there, and that's kind of all fallen down. And then there's another one, and it was more of the farm for this, and I'll try to show you that now. It's way over there. There's a, let's see if I can zoom in on it. There's like an orange thing over there right now that you can kind of see what's going on. But that was kind of the old farm that was here. Okay, and we got mountains all around us. So, and these get kind of tropical looking. They get all this kudzu stuff growing all over them in the summertime. So that's kind of really neat. And the sun usually rises up between here, between these two mountains right there. Comes up through that gap because we live in a gap. Okay, more mountains around us. And it goes right on down to where that farm was at that we showed you. Now this is kind of a cool thing. We have a mountain stream right in our yard. And this gets pretty wild sometimes. When it rains an inch, it comes up a foot. So this is our mountain stream. Now it dumps out in a river down about 1/8 of a mile, and that's a big trout fishing thing down there. And they actually stock the river, kind of like what they do in the Great Lakes, stocking them with salmon. So it's kind of like that. So anyways, this is, if you came camping, you'd have to listen to that river sing you to sleep at night. This is a bench where we usually sit and play instruments to the river and the mountainside. There's a little campfire ring. So you get the campfire here, and we got one up in our front yard. And we sit on that front porch up there and play music. And we have a campfire pit over there too. So anyways, so it's a nice day today. It's probably about 50 degrees, but it's going to turn crummy for 3 days because we're going to get touched by that Arctic thing that's up there in Canada, coming down up north. But here's a sign of spring. We're starting to run out of firewood. See, it's starting to disappear. So, anyways, that's a good thing because that means any kind of winter thing's almost over. But February, we clean up the junk on the roads, all that kind of stuff, so it stays this kind of weather. Like today is a t-shirt day right now, so. But anyways, it's just a wonderful thing, a miracle for me. I don't get pneumonia no more. Don't get lung infections no more. And this is our second place. We like to sit out on the front porch and play music.
Howdy, y'all.
Oh, there's the sugar pie darling. And she's getting pretty good with that mandolin and fiddle now. And we sit out here and play. There's a lot of songbirds, so they join us. Especially in the morning. They like to sing in the morning when we're playing instruments. So, and it's getting warmer for the morning time. But we're not there yet. The month of February brings that. So anyway, that's it for the Barnbilly estate. Showing you around. You got to come on down and join us sometime. You get a free tour of the Smoky Mountains. And up close and personal tour of all kinds of music stuff and fun things. Because we're on the inside of this. We're not on the outside. So that's it for now from North Carolina. Think spring.